Hello, welcome to European Open Briefing for Friday, January the 11th. I'm Rafi Boyajan, currency analyst at XM.com, and we're going to be having a look at what's happening in the currency markets today. So we're seeing that risk-on sentiment continue to the end of the week. We saw risk appetite recover on hopes that the US and China will be able to reach some sort of a trade agreement. We did see a bit of risk off yesterday on disappointment on the lack of details on the trade talks held earlier in the week between the US and Chinese sides. But since then, we've had comments by US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin saying that the Chinese Vice Premier will travel to Washington for more talks later this month. So that has boosted optimism once again. And we've had more dovish remarks by Fed officials, including Fed Chairman, who once again reiterated the need to be patient. And we're seeing the dollar index slightly lower this morning at around 95.36 at the moment, down by around 0.2%. Dollar yen slightly lower at 108.25. The euro is below its 3-month highs from earlier this week, but up on the day at 1.1530 at the moment against the US dollar. Sterling holding relatively steady despite the uncertain outcome of next week's crucial Brexit vote. But having a look at the risk-sensitive currencies, the Aussie, the Kiwi, all up sharply this morning on that trade optimism, as well as the Aussie being boosted from positive data as well. The loonie is also on the up as oil prices pick up some steam again. We did see oil prices losing, the oil rally losing some steam yesterday, but WTI is up by around 0.8% at the moment, and stocks are also mostly in positive territory. Having a look at the US dollar against the yen, we can see it seems to be lacking direction at the moment. So yesterday, Fed Chair Jerome Powell once again said the Fed needs to be patient, and Fed Vice Chair Richard Clarida also spoke, saying that the Fed might need to act quickly if there is a global slowdown. So all of that was fairly dovish, but there was some disappointment after Powell said that the Fed's balance sheet still needs to be substantially smaller than what it is now. So again, that did raise some concerns in the market that the Fed is lowering its balance sheet too quickly. Later in the day, we're going to have US CPI numbers coming in focus at 13:30 GMT. Having a quick look at sterling, we can see it's fairly steady around 1.2750. So markets are feeling a little bit more reassured now from Parliament that the MPs will try and avoid a no-deal Brexit scenario despite the uncertainty surrounding next week's vote. So that is supporting sterling somewhat at the moment. We're going to have UK GDP and industrial output numbers coming up very shortly out of the UK at 09:30 GMT. And a quick look at the oil prices. It remains on a steady uptrend, getting some boost from Mnuchin's comments about Chinese Vice Premier's visit to the US. The loonie, though, has lost some momentum. It's stuck below 5-week highs. The Aussie, on the other hand, has climbed to 1-week high of 0.7219 against the US dollar on the back of that trade optimism, a more dovish Fed, and we also saw stronger than expected rise in Australian retail sales in November. That's it from me. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.